guys seen from him just early on tape, and what are you preparing for as he steps back in under center?
Very good quarterback. He's poised. He knows he runs the offense very well for them. And we're just excited to get out there and ready to play against them, and just be ready for the competition. So.
You also have another guy, Art, who could possibly step in at some point in the game if they wanted to switch things up, and he's been performing really well start of the season too. How does that, the fact that they could rotate their quarterbacks, how do you guys prepare for that? What do you guys anticipate for that when they're on the field?
Yeah, so just looking at tape, they have the same play style. They fit the offense very well, both quarterbacks. Like I said before, they're both very good players, and we're just ready for the opportunity to go out there and compete against them. So.
When Virginia played against them, they put up 2 scores really quickly. Are you guys looking at what Virginia did to maybe take some inspiration for that for the game plan this week?
No, we're just focused on what we have to do, and we're just looking forward to playing our brand of football. We're not worried about anybody else, any other team. Whatever they did is what they did, but whatever we do is up to us. So.
What's the linebacker room like with you and Jennings and Spraggins, and it seems to be led by a youth movement? You seem to be the front of that youth movement.
Most definitely. Yeah, me and those guys, we're competing every day, communicating, just working things out, just leading the defense one day at a time. It's going to be very important for us, especially going into this game, first game on the road. So it's going to be very important for us to, continue to keep the defense up and communicate well.
So what can you impart to them from playing one season in the Big Ten to your younger teammates?
Can you repeat that question?
So what can you tell them about playing in the Big Ten on the road?
Like I tell them every game, stay poised, take control. Whenever you're out there on the field, take your opportunities and make the plays that you need to make. It's nothing different than playing at home. We're just at a different scenery. It's still the same routine. Like I said before, stay poised, stay calm, and just take control of what you can control. So.
And kind of outside of that quarterback room, I guess what kind of jumps out about Illinois, maybe their play style and maybe what adjustments kind of need to be made for you guys defensively?
Well, outside of their quarterbacks, they have good running backs, good tight ends, good receivers. They have good personnel, with all around their offense. So, like I said before, it's going to be a good game for us. Like I said, we're excited for opportunity. We're ready to compete. We're ready to go ahead and play Illinois. So.
Do you feel like there's maybe a bigger defensive focus, just kind of with the newer opponent, new personnel, things like that? Maybe like a different emphasis in practices we should prepare?
No, like I said before, we're just playing our brand of football. Nothing's changed. We're going to play with the same style of play we played for the past 2 games, and we're just going to keep improving.
Ruben Brandon Jennings, we mentioned him before. He's been a factor through 2 games so far this season. What do you have to say about him as a player and just as a person in general?
Oh, he's coming along well. He's starting to understand the game of college football, getting the speed of it. So he's coming around. He's understanding, and there's going to be big things ahead for him.
And what does he do different on the field, different than any other linebacker on the team? What does he bring to this team?
He has a lot of physicality. His style of play is very high, very physical. At the point of attack, which I try and take pieces of his game and incorporate into mine, and we just feed off each other like that. So definitely his physicality.
Thank you.
What a scene of Illinois. This is the first time Maryland's ever played there. I think it's kind of unusual to have a conference opponent that you're not as familiar with.
Not unusual. Like I said, when you go throughout the week, you break them down. You get a feel for the team. It's just like you're just going in there playing a game. Nothing different. Like I said before, we just got to go in, focus, and play in our brand of football.
They were one of the teams that started a week before everybody else. They had a big game against Nebraska. Did you watch any of that?
Yeah, I got a chance to watch a little bit of it.
What did you see?
Good team, play with energy. Their home crowd really gets into the game, which is important and which is good for them. But that's just gonna allow us to up our focus more and just come in, ready to go. So.
I know the preparation and everything kind of stays the same like you mentioned, but just mentally, I guess on a personal level, just knowing that this is the first conference game ahead of you guys, do you feel like there's any added focus or anything like that maybe you kind of feel for this game maybe than first 2?
No added pressure. We just got to continue to do what we do. Like I said, it's just another game. Going in there, playing at a high level like we have been for the past 2 games. Nothing's gonna change. Preparation's still the same. Style of play is still the same. We just gotta, be confident in what we do go in there ready to compete, ready to play. You know, like any other team we'll face. You know, not just Illinois. So.
I got that. I mean, I guess like kind of about confidence. I know obviously, you know, this is this is your first season as a full-time starter. Do you feel like there's kind of been a moment this season where things have kind of clicked and been like, you know, you feel like you're 100% there and that you kind of know where you need to be and playing smart and fast? Or
Training camp.
Training camp.
Definitely training camp. Going through training camp, it allowed me to really know my teammates as far as how they play on the field and how they are off the field as far as how to communicate with them. Like I said before previously, like that's the biggest piece for me, communication. So definitely training camp helped me to you know, exceed in that level and that opportunity. So.
I know he's not an inside backer, but Damian Robinson, I know he's kind of played a lot. Now he's back up Sam in the depth chart. So I'm kind of curious, you know, from your perspective, what have you kind of seen from him through these first couple weeks of the season?
Very good player, quiet, you know, silent assassin. You know, he doesn't talk a lot, but you know, he gets the job done when it needs to be done. Have a lot of respect for him. He's going to be a big player for us, you know, in the coming games, in the coming future for us.
Awesome. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.